Hello everyone. So the first step you just saw was me pouring some boiling water over some soil. And that is very important because it kills all the fungus and any pathogens that you might have in your seed starting mix. And in today's video I'm going to show you how to start your tomatoes indoors. Now if you like the channel and the video, please like and subscribe. Okay, so the materials you'll need to start your seeds indoors is some seed starting mix, some seed starting cells, a tray for the cells to go into, your seeds, a spoon, and a grow light. You'll also need water, of course. You also need a temp gauge to make sure that you're keeping all this between 60 and 80 degrees when we start our process. Now today we're going to be using Chef's Choice Blend tomato seeds and yellow pear tomato seeds. Now you can do this process with any kind of tomato seed, but this is just the basic idea. We want to fill up your cell about 3/4 of the way full, maybe even a little more. You want to leave about a 1/2 inch gap between the soil and the top of your cell. Then we'll take our seeds. We want to do about 2 or 3 seeds per cell. Now after you put those seeds in there, you just want to press them down gently. And then you'll add the rest of your soil onto your cell. Just covering them up. Don't cover them up too much, because you want light to get in there. After you put your starting mix in your cells, you want to put them under a grow light. Now this is not a specific grow light, but it will work. You just need to make sure that your light is rated for 5,000 kelvins plus or 2,000 lumens plus. So you need to make sure it has those 2 ratings. This is a supplemental light back here. It doesn't need to be rated for that, but I just added it because of the amount we're doing here. These are bell peppers over here, but here's our tomatoes. And you want to make sure you label your cells, because when they pop up out of the soil, they're going to look the same. All this is going to look the same, so you want to make sure you label everything. Now you want your light to be at least 3 inches above your soil. You need to get it closer if you can. And these 2 chains here are holding this light up. And you can adjust it the way you want it. So I suggest getting a light that has 2 chains that you can hang from the ceiling. And after you get all that done, you need to turn the light on and leave it on for at least 18 hours. 18 hours on, 6 hours off for about 7 to 14 days, and you should see some germination happening. You should start seeing your plants coming up. And it'll take about 7 to 14 days, and you'll have a plant about 1 inch to 2 inches tall. Now if they start getting leggy, make sure you move your light a little bit closer. You don't want your plants to be leggy because they're weak. You want them to be short and stocky. You want them to be strong. You also need to keep a little bottle of water close by, and you'll just pour it in the tray, whatever tray you have. You'll pour it in there every 2-3 days. Fill it up about 1/8 of an inch, and the soil will absorb it. And the plant roots will catch that, and it will germinate. So after this step, we'll acclimate it outside, but this is your first step of starting your seeds indoors. You also need to make sure you get a temperature gauge, because inside this room, whatever room you're growing in, you need to make sure it's between 60 and 80 degrees when it comes to these summertime plants, these tomatoes and bell peppers especially. You want to make sure it's really warm. And if you want to add some more warmth, you can put a heat mat under here. You can get those at a lawn and garden store or Walmart, and it just goes under here and you turn it on when necessary, and it will warm up this soil in this room. But you want to make sure that you're paying attention to your temps, and it should be between 60 and 80 degrees. After we get this set up, we'll check back in 7 to 14 days and we should have some seedlings. Now stay tuned for the next video. I'll show you how to acclimate them to the outdoors. And if you have a window in your room that you're germinating these in, you can go ahead and start by opening the window if it's warm outside. Just make sure you're keeping your room temperature between 60 and 80 degrees. Now if you like the video, please click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Thank you.